I think a lot of this is already burned. It's already burned, so what you're looking at this point right here is burned up. There's nothing left to burn. So it's cold, and that's why they say it's containment. So like for your area, I think there's probably not a lot of threat because there's nothing left to burn.
But right where that's at is on top of mesas down
But
below.
it's got to burn through what's already burned to get down the hill. That's my point. A lightning strike would be a different thing.
So what we consider open line, meaning that there's no containment feature at all, is going to be primarily on the bullfire on this northwest side, as well as kind of this northeast side that a couple of our folks are working on. This we haven't called contained yet because there's still a little bit of active fire behavior down at the bottom of Alfreda Canyon. Everything around where you see black is where we feel very, very confident that the fire is not going to move or it's gone out, period. So where the black line is where we call that progress and we call that comfort. The red line is where those areas still have some potential.
Unfortunately, I hate to say it, there's no real fail-safe, fast information as it's blowing. As we all know, we looked at the fire in Yarnell when it had a 40-mile-an-hour wind that was pushing that thing 15 miles an hour. How do you can't outrun it? Unfortunately, you saw that with the tragedy. When it's traveling like that, and some of these thunderheads, when they're done, the outflow on that thing is huge winds. It actually blows wind out in a complete circle around that thunderstorm. Be safe. If you think something like this and it's burning above you, get it out of there. Don't take the chance.
We've got a handful of management action points. So management action points, what we look at are decision points on a map. They're usually some sort of geographic feature, or maybe not a geographic feature, maybe it's a condition that the fire is currently under that gives us an indicator, that gives us some lead time to do exactly what you're talking about, is giving you ample notice so that we can prepare for evacuations to take place. One of our management action points is right here along the Bloody Basin Road, obviously for Cordis Lake subdivision. If the fire had made it to that point, that was going to be a trigger for us to make a decision on whether to issue the evacuation notice or not. So that was one. Another one was down here along the Alfreda, and I don't have a road number for this road right here, but basically the southwest portion of the Brooklyn fire, that was another indicator or management action point or decision point that we had. If the fire backed its way down to that was going to be to initiate action down here by Black Canyon City. We had a few others that were indicators. One was if the fire started to make a move towards the Brooklyn National Forest, which then we would have to invite those folks and their management and their leadership into the team and have some meetings and some discussions around that. So there was one that was established up there. But our primary ones were obviously around a lot of the infrastructure and the communities that the fire was currently threatening.
You only have so much time to get your personal stuff out there. That's what we're saying. If you got animals and you have your photographs you can't replace, you've got titles, all that stuff, have that ready within a 30 to 60 minute window. Typically though, these guys, they give you hours ahead of time, and the sheriff's department will help you get out of there within hours. But within hours, we can get all the deputies that we can get. We can get this, like I said, the search and rescue. We can get the Jeep posse. All of them will be down here. But it takes a few minutes. The RV parks, they need everyone that has something like that. It's part of their being a professional to have on file with the fire chief evacuation routes. If the sprinklers, if there's more than 5,000 square feet, there's certain criteria these parks should have. And Chief Nichols can bring you up to that if you need help on that, because he knows all that like back. It has to be, I have to say this, is that anybody that lives in the boonies, on ranches, or they have in-holdings within National Forest or the BLM areas, and you have fire that's near you, just leave on your own. Don't wait for us to get you out. Unless you want that.
Defensible fire break around their house and their property. There's a lot of homes in this town that are covered with weeds that nobody's cut down.